The taxi stopped outside my grandfather's mansion, and I stepped out with nothing but a small backpack. Grandpa frowned the second he saw me. "Buddy, why did you come by taxi? Where's the $120,000 BMW I bought you for your 21st birthday?" Before I could answer, my mother smiled confidently. "He didn't deserve it, so I gave it to his sister." The room fell completely silent. No one noticed Grandpa's expression change. He didn't argue. He didn't shout. Instead, he quietly stood up, and what he did over the next 10 minutes destroyed every lie my mother had spent years building. If you think this story ends with a family apology, you're about to be shocked. For most people, turning 21 is just another birthday. For me, it was supposed to be the day my grandfather finally showed me he believed in me. My grandfather wasn't just wealthy, he had built a business empire from nothing. Everyone in the family respected him because he believed in one simple rule: fairness. He always said, "The person who earns trust deserves opportunity." A month before my birthday, he surprised me with a brand new BMW worth $120,000. It wasn't just a luxury gift, it was his way of rewarding years of hard work. I had balanced college, worked part-time in the family business every weekend, and never asked for anything expensive. Grandpa handed me the keys and said, "Drive this with pride. You earned it." Those words meant more than the car, but I never got the chance to enjoy it. 2 days later, my mother asked me for the keys. "Your sister has an important event. Let her use the car for a few days." I trusted her. A week passed, then another. Whenever I asked about the BMW, Mom always had another excuse. "The paperwork isn't finished. Your sister still needs it. Stop acting selfish." Eventually, I stopped asking because every conversation ended with me being called ungrateful. Months later, Grandpa invited the whole family for his annual birthday dinner. I couldn't afford a rental car, so I took a taxi. The moment Grandpa saw me step out, confusion spread across his face. "Buddy, where's your BMW?" Before I could answer, Mom laughed. "He didn't deserve it." Everyone around the table nodded as if she'd made the most reasonable decision in the world. So I gave it to his sister. My sister looked down at her plate without saying a word. Grandpa didn't react immediately. He simply folded his hands and asked one quiet question. "Did I tell you the car belonged to you?" Mom smiled. "No, but I'm his mother." Grandpa slowly nodded. Then he asked another question. "Did my grandson agree to give away my gift?" Silence. Mom tried changing the subject. "It's just a car." Grandpa looked directly into her eyes. "No, it isn't. It's a promise." The room became painfully quiet. Grandpa reached into his jacket and pulled out a folder. None of us knew what was inside. He placed it on the table. "I've been preparing something much bigger than that BMW." Everyone leaned forward. Inside were documents transferring a large share of one of his companies to me. Grandpa officially transferred the company shares into a protected trust that only I could control. No family member could access them, not even my mother. Then he made another decision. The BMW registration was reviewed. Since the transfer had never been authorized by him or me, legal ownership was corrected. The vehicle was returned. Mom couldn't believe what had happened. She kept repeating that she had only done what she thought was best. Grandpa simply replied, "Love never takes what belongs to someone else." Dinner ended quietly. Nobody celebrated. Nobody argued. The ride home felt longer than ever. A week later, Mom called me. She cried. She apologized. For the first time in years, she admitted she'd always favored my sister because she believed sons should figure life out on their own. I accepted her apology. But trust isn't rebuilt with words. It's rebuilt with actions. Over the following months, things slowly changed. My sister returned every advantage she had received unfairly. She apologized too. Grandpa smiled more often after that, not because money had been recovered, but because the truth had finally been revealed. Years later, whenever people admired the BMW parked outside my office, they assumed it represented wealth. It didn't. It reminded me that respect can never be taken, only earned. And every time I looked at those keys, I remembered Grandpa's quiet strength. Sometimes the loudest justice comes from the calmest person in the room. If you've ever been treated unfairly by your own family, remember this: the truth may take time, but real character is always revealed in the end. Wealth can be replaced, trust cannot. Sometimes the greatest inheritance isn't money, it's having one person who refuses to let injustice win.